Yes, I'm excited about these, but more than anything else, I'm just really annoyed because I was looking forward to doing this haul because I finally got a book out of the library that I'd been so desperate to read. I read it and returned it before I had a chance to haul these. Also, do you like my bookmark? It's Frankenweenie, Sparky and Victor. So I will still haul that book just because I really want to talk about it. So that book is The Girl on the Train, and I read The Girl on the Train while I was on a train, and I'm a girl and I really like that. Girl on the Train was my favourite film of 2016, and for the last 11 months I've been desperate to read it. My local library just didn't have a copy, then all of a sudden it did. So I read it and loved it, and it is fantastic. Okay, now in with the rest of the books. In no order, we have The Vanishing of Katharina Linden by Helen Grant. This was in the YA section. I don't really read YA, but I found it when I was looking for Coraline. Coraline was not there. And it's about a girl who goes missing, and yeah, nobody knows where she is, and I love stories about missing children. The cover of the next one drew me in. This is Broken Dolls by James Carroll. This is published by Faber and Faber. Faber do some amazing crime novels, so I'm expecting to hopefully like it. I hadn't heard of it, but yeah, the writing style looks just how I like it as well, and I'm hoping it's a good one. It'll become quickly apparent if you're not familiar with my hauls that I am a crime and thriller fiction addict, and this one is A Cry in the Night by Tom Grieves. Again, the cover drew me in. This is a Quercus Books one. Isn't that stunning? That cover is just so gorgeous. Two missing children, a community closing ranks. It's set in the Lake District with detectives Zoe Barnes and Sam Taylor, and they're investigating the disappearance of two children. Subject matter I love, the writing size is perfect, the style that I've looked at looks stunning. I think I'm going to like this one a lot. Next up we have a book called Good Girls Don't Die by Isabelle Gray. This one is another Quercus Books. It wasn't really the cover that drew me in. I don't really know what it was just on the shelf, and I thought, why not? One killer, two hunters, is anyone safe? With Detective Sergeant Grace Fisher at the MIT in Essex. So I love female detectives in crime fiction novels because we don't have enough of them. Again, great print size, writing style looks like it's up my street. Fingers crossed I'll enjoy it. Little respite from the crime fiction, we have a sight and sound reader. I think the sight and sound readers are always really interesting. They always have a great collection of essays inside of them, and they focus on quite a wide range of subjects within one topic. This is the science fiction and horror sight and sound reader, and as one would expect, it looks at different horror and sci-fi films. I don't know what it looks at, although two titles I've just caught are Fight Club and Homeopathic Killers. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It looks like a nice size, nice assortment of essays and contributors, so I'm hoping I will enjoy it. Penultimately, we have The Apartment by S.L. Gray. It was the cover that drew me in because it's so simple, and yeah, it just looks really, really good. Also, I didn't notice this at first, but the key is an upside down Eiffel Tower with little people. And it's about this couple who go away to Paris. They house swap for a holiday, and then they try and get in touch with the people who swapped with their house, and they're not there and they're gone and everything's weird, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited. And this may actually be the next one that I've read. This one is published by Pan Macmillan. And lastly, we're turning to an old favourite, William Shakespeare, Love's Labour's Lost. I'm reading at least one Shakespeare a month, although I'm kind of getting through one every 3 weeks. And the last one that I read was Pericles, and before that I read As You Like It. And I have very high hopes for this. I know a lot of people who love it, and also I'm just so obsessed with these Penguin editions. I think they're beautiful, they're the perfect size, the writing style is brilliant. I really like them. So we have some very exciting TBR books. I'm really looking forward to those. If you've read any of them, do let me know. If you have any suggestions for books, particularly thrillers and crimes, I'd love to hear them, and I'll speak to you all soon.